Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Problem Gambler's Corner. This program is produced by the Alabama Council on Compulsive Gambling, and this is where problem gamblers come over to the corner and to talk about recovery, to talk about the things about gambling addiction that affects each one of us. You know, gambling addiction can happen to anyone, anytime, anywhere. So sit back and relax as we have an opportunity now to talk about gambling addiction and recovery. Right now, my special guest today is Mr. Ricky Dawson. Ricky is a recovering gambling addict who wanted to come on the program today and share his story with us. Ricky, welcome to the Problem Gambler's Corner. We're glad to have you today.
Thank you very much.
Tell me, if you would, please, how old were you when you first started gambling?
As best I can remember, probably around 14 or 15, playing poker.
Playing poker, okay.
Right.
That was your favorite gambling sport?
At that time, yes.
Okay. And for you as a young person, what did that involve?
Just a few of us getting together and having a little bit of money and a deck of cards and playing the game.
Okay.
And then we would start doing it at school and sneaking out to the field house.
Sure.
And, any free time we had.
Any free time, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look back on that period of life, that period of time in your life, would you say that at that time it was just innocent fun?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At least I thought it was.
Sure. What was it about the poker games that you enjoyed the most?
Just the competition of winning the money, I think. Taking the risk of trying to bluff and to play. And
Sure.
was,
Did you find that it was somewhat of an art for you as a young person to learn how to do that?
yes.
Okay, all right. Did you often gamble with the same people repeatedly? So there was like a select group of people
Right.
that you were associated with, that you all congregated together
Yeah.
to gamble.
And we would, you could call each other.
Sure.
Or meet at somebody's house. And
Okay.
so on some days, some of them wouldn't be there, but others would. So.
All right. I think there's people that still do that today.
Absolutely.
I think there's people that get together like with their buddies on Friday night after work. Maybe they go around to a different house each time, and they all throw some money in the pot and they have fun.
Right.
So for you back then in high school, because you said what, 14, 15? So
And it continued on through high school.
okay. So was it something that you look back on as one of the fun activities
Yes.
that you were involved in?
I
All right.
enjoyed it.
Are you a competitive person, Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
How was that personified in your growing up? What things were you involved in other than playing poker?
All sports.
Okay.
Basketball, football,
All right.
baseball.
Okay. So you played most sports then.
Yes.
All right. Are you the only boy in the family?
No, I have 3 brothers.
3 brothers. Okay. Where do you fall in the birth order?
I'm the youngest.
You're
And
the youngest.
And I have a sister, so there's 5 of us, and I'm the youngest.
Okay. Did the brothers play a part in your poker playing at all?
I played with them at times.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So for you, growing up where you were, gambling, as far as a young person, is concerned, was a fun activity for you.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And again, you were a very competitive person with high school sports as well.
Right.
Okay, all right. What was your attitude back then in high school about winning? How important was it for you? Let's first talk about playing sports in high school. Okay, let's not talk about the poker just quite yet. How important was it to you to always win?
Always winning wasn't that important. It was the competition of the game.
The competition of the game, okay? Help me understand that just a little bit, because I think that's important. How does the competition of the game differ from winning for you?
It was just to be able to play the game.
Okay,
You wanted to win,
right.
but just to be able to play the game,
Mm-hmm. Okay, to be on the team,
right,
to be part of the program, to get out on the field, to be with the team.
that's right.
Okay.
And of course, to do your best to try to win.
Exactly. Okay. All right, great. Now, compare that with when you were playing poker. And again, you played poker with most of these people that were classmates of yours.
Right.
Okay, all right. So, how would you describe that? How important was winning when you were sitting with the guys playing
Well,
poker?
it was very similar to the sports. You wanted to win,
Mm-hmm.
but even if you didn't, just the act of playing.
Just the act of playing.
Yeah.
Be
The
in action. Thank
Action.
you. Thank you. Being in action. As my wife and daughter would say, jinxed when we said it at the same time. Ooh, bad word to use, isn't it? Well, anyway, so there was a camaraderie about it then.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So when you did lose, how much money did you normally spend when you were playing poker?
At that time,
Mm-hmm.
$10,
Okay, all right.
maybe less.
$10 be like lunch money or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Did you ever have to come home and tell mom or dad, well, I didn't eat today? Well, why not? Because I lost at poker, you know.
No, it was just a small
It
amount.
was just a small amount of money. Okay, all right. So when you would lose at cards, it really didn't affect you that much then? No, because it was just fun and games.
Right.
And you know, that's the difference, Ricky, between responsible gambling and irresponsible gambling, okay? People that can gamble at whatever they do, whether it be card playing, the track, going to a casino somewhere, getting online and gambling, you know, if they can do it for fun, and also they have a clear picture of what losing is all about. Was there times when you sat down with the guys to play, and what was your attitude towards the outcome of the game whenever you put your money in the pot?
The outcome didn't matter.
The outcome didn't matter. It was just having the fun.
Right.
Okay, all right. Sort of like people that get a bunch of people together and they go to the racetrack.
Right.
They sit there and they bet on the horses, and they have a set amount that they're going to spend, and they say, we're just here for the fun.
Right.
We're just here for betting on the horses.
And if you lose that amount, it's not gonna hurt you.
It's not going to hurt you. And more important, how much did losing have an effect on the game for you? And in other words, what I'm saying is, when you did lose money, you knew you might lose the money.
Right.
Okay. Great. That's wonderful. So now let's. What did you do after high school?
I went to college.
Okay. Did you continue to play poker while you were in college?
Yes, and I also started betting on sports.
Okay. All right. And while you were playing cards in college, again, you had a new group now of friends. Okay. And did you always play cards with this same group of friends?
Well, it was in a fraternity, so there was a lot of young men, and,
Okay.
but
All right.
the same group, but different people.
But different people. Did you find at times that was maybe a little bit more competitive?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And the money was bigger.
And the money was bigger. And how did that affect you as a young college student?
I enjoyed it and
Okay.
wanted to play more.
And you wanted to play more. Because by playing more, you not only had a chance to be competitive, but you had a chance to win
Right.
money.
Right.
Yeah, okay, all right. So as a young man in college, what did that money represent to you?
It was just a competition of trying to win it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know exactly what it represented.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, can you think back to your college days and can you remember that you always had enough money to do what you wanted to do? Or was once in a while, you know, it was nice to have a few dollars in my pocket to burn?
No, I didn't. I did not have all the money I wanted.
Okay.
So it was good to win and have extra
And have the extra money.
Absolutely.
It was a good feeling.
Yes.
All right. And then you say you went from that and you started doing sports betting.
Right.
Okay. What was different about the sports betting versus the card playing?
The money was bigger.
Okay.
You started getting a little bigger in the money,
Okay.
so you could lose, in my case, you lose, $100 to $200 or $300, which is an awful lot of money at that time for a college student.
Is that the kind of money you were betting at that time?
It was generally a $25 bet.
Okay. Were you betting more of those bets?
Yes.
I gotcha. So you would bet multiple teams, multiple outcomes,
Right.
$25 a bet.
Right.
Okay. How long ago was that?
30 years ago.
So that would be compared to today, then like betting, what, $50?
Probably.
Okay.
Or maybe more.
Or maybe more. All right. Okay. And so for you, was it the thrill of making the bet? Was it the thrill of the outcome of the game? Or was it the thrill of saying, I'm gonna get me some money off of this bet?
All of it.
All of it, all of the above,
All of that.
all of that, okay? Did you ever find then, while you were in college and you were sports betting, that it got out of hand for you?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, when I say out of hand, I guess I should have been more specific on that, to say that, was there any one particular area of your life where it became a problem for you?
Well, it's been a problem throughout, but that's where the problem began, because I can remember in college having to borrow money
Okay,
from people to pay.
to pay those sports bet. Okay, all right. So in other words, you began to bet money that you didn't necessarily have to bet.
Exactly.
Okay. And then when you didn't win the money, you started betting more money to try to cover the losses that you'd already bet on.
That's right.
Okay, all right. It's kind of a downhill spiral, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. And so when you were sports betting, were you doing it by yourself, Ricky?
There were others in the fraternity
That did
the
it?
same thing.
Okay, okay. But correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, when you're doing sports betting, you're not doing it in groups like the poker playing, it's just you and the team.
That's right.
Okay, all right.